Bom dia, good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Everyone, love you all. You can hear me. I hope that you can hear me. How are you? Let me know. And I believe that nobody took any entry yet. So I hope that you have been waiting for me. Just kidding, by the way. You can hear me. Sarjay, hello, Sarjay. Cat lover, hello. R love D. Good trade. Jack T, good morning. Tamimi, good morning. Outlander, good morning. Khalid, good morning. Everyone, you can hear me, right? Just let me know. Yeah, Khalid, thank you so much for confirming that you can hear me. Thank you. I win in buy entry. Oh, okay, that's cool. I was just kidding, man. We make him trade two accounts for us. Oh, okay, that's cool. Good morning, Abdul Moti. Happy to see you here, brother. Jonathan, thank you for being here. Full-time trader. Good morning, brother. Ram, good morning, brother. Ben, good morning. Jonathan, good morning. Sachin, good morning. Pedro, good morning. Punjabi Funded Trader, loud and clear. Thank you so much, brother, for confirming that. Sachin, thank you. Paul, Muhammad, Daniju, teamed. I really happy to see your name teamed, okay, rather than the another account. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for being over here. I'm already late. Sharada, good morning. Ray, good morning, brother. I'm already late because I had to pray today, so I went for praying. I already give up driving because it is not for me, I guess. I know how to drive, but the rules and regulation, it's really so difficult for me to understand. So I give up. I think when I'll be back, I'll rejoin the driving school again. But yeah, good morning, Deep Prashad. Prashad. Yeah, Deep Prashad. Netkit, good morning, brother. This is the daily chart. That was the buy side liquidity, extreme buy side liquidity. Above this buy side liquidity, I have this all-time high over here. This market will go for this all-time high. I really don't want to see that. I really don't want to see that this market will go for that all-time high. But of course, it can start to, go toward that all-time high. I'm more curious to look for this gap. I would love to see that this gap will hold the market and send it lower. Now, this is the gap is around the liquidity level gap. Okay, so you can say, brother, there is no liquidity. As it is all-time high, so I am going to use this area as my joker. So I'm saying that this is my liquidity level, and over that liquidity level, I have this fair value gap, which is going to work as an inverse gap. So I would love to see that this inverse gap will hold the market, send it lower for all of this liquidity. So right now, this liquidity is my more intention to see that market will go toward that sell side liquidity. Okay. I can be absolutely wrong. This market can keep going higher for that all-time high. I have to take that risk when market will reach to this gap. I have to take that risk to think about the sell. At the same time, the highest up close body close candle, which is the order block, as you can see here is the opening or this consecutive order block, but this is the most sensitive one. It has been reacted here, sorry, here, two times order block open has been reacted. Now my more interest to see that can market reach until the 50% of that order block before falling. So this is my last PDR that is going to stop the market, that line, okay, which is just above that inverse gap. That is my last PDR. Until that line, I will keep thinking that this market will fall. If it is violated from the daily chart, I will start to think market is going for that all-time high. Until then, I will keep looking for selling opportunity for this sell side liquidity. The reason is just take a look over here. If you think this area, okay, a bit higher, okay, here until this area. If you think about this area, what do you see over there? Now you are a trader who trades through the daily chart only. You don't trade any other chart, and you are a support and resistance trader. So when there was the resistance zone, I'm going to remove this order block min threshold, but you can keep a line over there. When you saw this is a resistance zone, you took the sell here. Market came here. If you are a resistance support and resistance trader, you are going to take the buy from there. How beautiful and a strong resistance support zone over there. I don't want to let them profitable. If this market can go above that high, all of these people will be profitable. So I don't want to see that they are going to be profitable. So first, all the sellers who took sell here, they will get stopped out here. Then market will starts to break for this sell side liquidity, that is my expectation. Again, I can be wrong because that was my extreme liquidity which has been taken yesterday. So when this is taken, I have to wait for more information. So until Thursday, it was a very beautiful time to trade. If you remember, we have been almost every day we have been profitable because it was so much cute and the price action was too beautiful. We had a direction. Right now, I don't have any direction. So today is Friday, which is a mental capital preservation day. Make sure that you are preserving your mental capital, otherwise it's gonna crack your mind. You will start to pull up your hair because of the price action. It is possible in Friday, so always remember Friday is the lowest probable area to trade. At the same time, you can try 1 or 2 times to think about some kind of buy and sell. Let's talk about the narrative. According to the narrative, market should come back again into the weekly range. So if you go to the weekly candle, this is the low of that weekly candle. So far, this is the high. Okay. Now I would love to go to daily chart one more time, and I would love to mark the Thursday high, which is over here. So I would love to see that market is coming back in between this range. This is the Monday low, which is from 25th February. Sorry, Monday, 10 February. Is that? Or that is the let me see actually. Yeah, that is the low, that is the high. I would love to see that this market will come back again into this range. When it is above the range, I'm very happy to see that because now I will be able to take the sell with more confident that this market will fall again. It will come back again inside this range. This is my primarily expectation. Now, before falling, maximum market can reach until this parabolic gap. If it is overzealous, then it can reach until this mean threshold, which I don't want to see. But it can, of course, go over there. Anywhere from this area, it can start to fall because which is inside this gap, which is the last gap from daily chart, as well as inside this order block. Okay, so the mean threshold is not only line where market has to reach. It can fall from any area from that block. This whole area is the block. From the opening to until the mean threshold, this whole area is a block. It can respect any of this level before falling. I would love to frame any kind of sell setup today. I'm not interested to look for buy setup. Any sell setup, I'll go for that. If it keep going higher, I will let them go. Whenever I will find some opportunity to take sell, I'll take that. Let's go to hourly chart. So here is the hourly chart. From the hourly chart, do you see any kind of sell side liquidity? You don't have any kind of sell side liquidity. Yeah, you have sell side liquidity here, which is too far. I don't think so that market will come here to take that sell side liquidity by today. So I'm not interested to mark that on. Now, do I have any buy side liquidity? If you mark this high and that high, which is clean highs, which has been created by that candle. This candle is not closed yet. So after it close, maybe it can have the buy side liquidity over there. I'm not sure. Okay, just right now I'm going to mark it as my buy side liquidity, but it's not buy side liquidity yet. After the candle close, this candle close, it can be the buy side liquidity. Until then, it's not the buy side liquidity. From hourly chart, I have nothing to mark over here. From the hourly chart, I don't have any sell side liquidity. I don't have any buy side liquidity except this one if it make the buy side liquidity. Let's come to 15-minute chart. Here is the 15-minute chart. Now, if you take a closer look in this 15-minute chart, same case of scenario. That means I don't have any kind of sell side liquidity, and by that specific candle, so far market has built that buy side liquidity. So, is it going to take that on before falling, or is it going to leave that buy side liquidity open before falling? Listen to me very carefully. What I'm saying, is it going to take that liquidity before falling, or is it going to leave this buy side liquidity before falling? That means I would love to emphasize fall, not keep going higher. I'm more interested to frame the sell instead of taking buy. If it started to fall, I would love to take that on. If it take that buy side liquidity, trade that fair value gap from the daily chart, which is here. Let me actually add it to the 15-minute chart as well, so that you can see when I'll be in 15-minute chart. It should be in 15-minute chart, by the way. I don't know why it's not showing it here. Where is that? Just let me check why it's not over there. 15-minute chart. Oh, okay, it's actually until 5:15. Okay, now it's okay. It's the best case of scenario for me to think about the sell is something like this. It will come here, take that buy side liquidity, then I'll start to frame the sell opportunity. How long? I have no idea. How far it will fall? I have no idea because I don't have any sell side liquidity. If this happened, this is the best case of scenario for me to look for the sell. Otherwise, any kind of sell without taking this buy side liquidity is highly risky. Any kind of sell. So here, if I would love to go for the sell before taking that buy side liquidity, that is the low probable area. I will make sure that I'm in the lowest leveraged here, lowest leverage size. Okay. And if it take that buy side liquidity here, I will go with my maximum leverage size with maximum stop loss. What is going to support my idea? Maximum leverage size. Now it will keep going higher. I will not touch it. I'm wrong about my bias. I'm okay, absolutely okay with that because I don't have any buy side liquidity. I have no sell side liquidity. It's a low probable area to trade. If you have to understand this from the very beginning. I'll be here, but before coming here, I would love to talk over here. Those people who knew the algorithm. Okay, yesterday when I was framing the buy, I was talking about only buy. Just keep looking for the buy until this 1 minute clean liquidity. Over here, we had 1 minute clean liquidity over here. Let me show you this. This clean liquidity. Remember, yesterday I told that I don't know it will take that liquidity or not, but this is going to be taken 100% sure. I'm overconfident that that is going to be taken before market close. So it has been taken around 237. You can see over here. So Trump did some, damage over here because Trump was speaking. He did some damage over here. Remember this midnight open? I told that this is the last line. So if it is broken, I will be biasless. I'm not thinking about market will go higher. I'm not thinking about market will fall. So if it is broken, this midnight open broken, I'm done for the day. If it is not broken, I will keep looking for a buying opportunity. Just the buy, no sell is valid. So some of you came and started to say, told you, brother, told you, market will fall. Yes, brother, you told that to me. But when it was falling inside the lunch hour, I don't care. I don't give a shit what is going to happen inside the lunch hour. So lunch hour, which is going to start from 11:30 to until 12:50, according to me, I'm not interested to trade in this area. So if it is falling over there, I don't care about that because I know my highest opportunity is going to start from 12:50 to until 3:45 p.m. So I told you market will go higher. I don't know the algorithm. I know the liquidity. I know the power of the liquidity. I know the how this market actually work over here. I don't know the algorithm. To be honest, I don't know the algorithm, but I know where market will go for buy side or sell side. Okay, so please don't come to me and start to say, told you, brother. I really hate that things because if you would love to tell me that before it happens. So if you would love to take a buy and you want to make, if you want to take the sell where I was looking for buy, you please tell me, brother, I took the sell over there. This is my stop loss. This is my target profit. And then tell me, told you. Otherwise, please don't tell me that because I don't appreciate it. Okay. I can't fast forward the market from here to here. I know it is going to happen. But when I'm talking here that it will go higher, I'm talking here. You are started to see after that all just this move, a very shit move. After seeing this move, you started to say it will go higher. Sorry, it will keep falling, brother. I told you it will fall. It will fall. No, it's not right. Please don't do that. At least not with me. This is the midnight open over here. That is that midnight open from today. This is the 8:30 open. Market is in extremely premium. Let's see how it is going to work. By the way, today first presented gap didn't work. You can see if I frame a sell here, I will take a loss. So today and yesterday first presented gap didn't work. It worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 3 days it worked, 2 days it didn't work. So if you take a buy here, I guess you take a small loss around this area. I think how much it will be, like, let me check actually how much it will be the loss. I think it's be like 14-15 handle loss. You will take that 14-15 handle loss. But it's okay. Sometimes it doesn't work. Most of the time is it working or not? Just look for that. Now, some of you will come to me and you will start to say, brother, that is not the first presented gap. This is not the first presented gap. The first presented gap is here. This, where was that? I saw that first presented gap. Where was that? I saw that first. There was another gap actually. Let me check. Where was that? It's too messy, too messy, too messy. Is that the only gap? Anybody can tell me, is that the only gap or there is any other gap? I saw there was another gap actually. I think I missed it. So this is the only gap, by the way, which is at least 5 handle, 17 to 6 handle, okay, near about 6 handle. So this is the my only first presented gap. Until it's not broken, I'm not interested to think about sell. Now here, if I would love to take a buy, I will try to take a buy until this area, which is the low of that gap, if you remember. But to be honest, it's really so weird to frame a setup over here. You can see the way price is reacting over here according to the price. Actually, it's really too much difficult for me to frame the setup. All I can see, market came here to this gap, which is here. That candle closed, that candle open from the 1 minute chart, last fair value gap. Trade that last fair value gap. Then this is the order block, the lowest down close body close candle, which has traded the order block. Sorry, which has traded the fair value gap. Let me show you this overall. Okay, so what I can see over here in overall, this is the lowest down close body close candle, which is the order block. Extend it to your right. This is that order block over here. Trade that order block. After trading this order block, I would love to see some unfilled gap. So if I mark this one as my unfilled gap, then still I don't have any opportunity to look for the buy from the breaker block, because this is not filled 100%. So I have to let this go, and in my opinion, it's better to let this go for now, and then we will see if we can frame anything. But if you ask me, to be honest, right now I would love to see it will take that buy side liquidity, it will reach at least until this gap, then I will start to frame the sell opportunity. Until then, I would love to see it will keep going higher. To take that buy side liquidity, I came here from 15-minute chart. Anybody has any question? If you have, just let me know. And at the same time, please make sure that you have pushed the like button. You have subscribed to our channel if you are new. Okay. By the way, subs. Okay, I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. Outlander, you have 136 points. Thank you, Outlander. Brother, this order block. Okay, what is this order block? Just let me know. Until now, I didn't read your comments, so I really don't know what you guys are talking about. Let me know again if you have any queries right now. I was watching around 7 a.m. Killzone entry. It was so beautiful. Around 7 a.m. Where was that? Here. So market has taken the liquidity. After taking that liquidity, that was the run toward the around 7 a.m. I just told that if you'd love to take the any kind of entry around 7 a.m., wait for exactly 7 a.m. to see if it is bullish or not. So here, if you can see from this inverse gap, that inverse gap, or if you look for this area as a 22 YT model, entry fair value gap, last fair value gap, after the market structure shift, the market structure shift is not too clean here, to be honest, but that was the entry around the 7 a.m. Let's see how it is going to react. I am more interested to think about buy only. I'm not interested to think about sell, but overall I am bearish, so I will look for sell only before taking that buy side liquidity. If it falls, that is low probability, so I will prefer that this market will go higher. It will take this buy side liquidity and most probably it will trade this gap. Then I will start to frame the sell setup. Until then, I would love to see this market will keep going higher. But if it go below this first presented gap, before taking this one, maybe that is a selling opportunity. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe. Because until this first presented gap is not broken, trust me, any kind of sell is highly risky from this area, because it can stop the market the way it is stopped there. See how beautifully it stopped the market, send it higher. So it can simply respect it too many times. I don't want to frame a sell setup over here. If before that, I would love to go for the buying opportunity. So if I get a buying opportunity, I will try to catch that buy instead of sell until this buy side liquidity, or maximum until the low of this gap. There was 5-minute breaker to around 7 a.m. Wow, that was extra confirmation, though I don't see the 5-minute chart, but if there was a breaker block from 5-minute chart, it was really awesome. That means more confidence over there. Anybody took any entry today? Ungone, purchase and able any special Valentine discount? I have no idea, Deepak. I really don't know if there is any special uh, discount for the Valentines or not. I don't think so. They have any special offer or discount or something like that. Anybody took the ANT? I mean, really, this is too weird price action. If I were here, I wouldn't go for any kind of trade over there. At least until now, I don't see any entry opportunity until now. Okay, just like messy price action, you can see. If I go to 15-minute chart, it's long week. See, this week came until this area. This week come until that area. Then this is a very long weak small body candle. So I really don't want to trade in this area until it's not clear. So let's see. 709 AM long at inversion. Yeah, that was the perfect inversion gap, to be honest, brother. 930 fair value gap, 1500 loss. Yeah, 15 today 930 fair value gap didn't work. Today and yesterday it didn't work. Rest of the days it worked perfectly. So from Monday to Wednesday it worked, but 3 days it worked, 2 days it didn't work. Gold is digging the floor. Where are you from, Tito? I'm from Bangladesh, brother. First gap sell, one loss. Sorry to hear that, brother. It didn't work today. It didn't work today, not even yesterday. So today it didn't work. It worked as an inverse way today. But I don't want to go for the second time. For the first time, it provide me 25 NL. I'm more than happy. If it doesn't provide me that, I'm not going to take it. So let's see what it is going to do. But remember here, this 15-minute liquidity is more interest to me. Can it reach for that 15-minute liquidity first before falling? All I want to see, this market will fall. It is not going higher. That is all I would love to see. It is going to fall. But before falling, if it take that liquidity, that is the best case of scenario. I really appreciate it if it can take that liquidity before falling. Well, came to this first presented gap one more time. Let's see if it can provide any kind of buying opportunity now. After that, I'm going to use that for my trading. Today is the last day to backtest your first fair value gap. Okay, Sachin, that's cool, man. It's okay not working today. We have a long journey. Yeah, we have a long journey, to be honest, brother. Yeah, it's true. So I'm just waiting to see if it can provide any kind of buying opportunity. I'm not interested to look for sell right now, because any kind of sell here, even though my bias is bearish, any kind of sell over here is low probable sell. Why? Because market left that resistance zone over there. So I would love to prefer any kind of buying opportunity. This was the fair value gap that should be unfilled, which has been filled here by 100%. Any kind of breaker block which is low, high, lower low, the middle highest up close body close candle, if it violate that on, that is my perfect breaker block. I'll try to take the buy from that breaker block until this buy side liquidity. So any kind of buying opportunity right now, I'll take that on. If it keep falling, I think I'll let this go, because as I told, even if my bias is bearish, I can't take the sell which is low probability before taking that buy side liquidity. So I have to let this go. Instead of that, I have to think about the buying opportunity. I took the first presented fair value gap after closing above it at 10.05. Thanks God I missed the first touch. Yeah, brother, thanks to Allah, you missed the first touch. That's cool, man. You took the entry, buy entry. That means opposite way. You were so awesome. You did so awesome, man. Yeah, sometimes use your intuition as well to think about the market. If you see it's so clean, around 9:30 open, what it is doing, all of these things, try to use your instinction as well to find out a better opportunity. Okay. Well, this is a consecutive order block. Should I go for it? 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 I think I will let this go. I will wait for a breaker block. If it provide me the breaker block, I'll go for it. Otherwise, I'm not going to take it from the order block, which is from here around this area. This is the order block. This is the most sensitive one. It can trade that sensitive one as well. Here, stop loss has to cover the order block low, which is over here, and target will be until this area, which is 34 handle. I believe that I can take a partial over here, which is 22 handle. So it's an opportunity. I'll just let this go. I will try to hold, try to take my entry from the breaker block. It can be worked. It is a perfect entry opportunity for me. I'm not going for it because when this is filled, I prefer to take the breaker block entry. So if I miss it, I'll miss it. Simply, I'll just miss it. I'll mark the opening of this candle, which is the most, okay, it came until the lowest one. So I will love to mark this one. I'll just sacrifice this one. Even if it works, I'll just let this go. I'm not going to take this one. I will wait for the breaker block entry. Okay. So if it works, I'll be happy to miss that one. I'll be very happy. Okay. I'm just not going to regret if I miss this run. Though it was like 13 handle, I could take that risk actually. I could take that risk. Should I go for it? No, let me go. Let me miss this run. We're looking for only breaker block because I should wait for the breaker block. Here is the area where market should make the breaker block. That is why I'm waiting for the breaker block. Yeah, that is the one I was watching for. 553, 550, 953. What is that? 953. 950. Yeah, I got it. I was watching this one. I was looking for that one. I saw there is a gap, but it was a very small gap. Yeah, this was the gap. Before this gap, that was the gap. Now this is not my first presented gap. Okay, it didn't work. I'm happy to see that. I didn't push the button. I'm really happy because I didn't push the button. I would love to wait for the breaker block. So now if market can close above that candle, I'll take the buy with so much confidence. If and only if this market take that low, I will not take that buy. So if this low is not taken and market so far close above that candle, I'll take the buy from this candle by with so much confidence that this is going to work. Okay, this gap is just one handle gap. I don't mark this type of one handle gap. For being a first presented gap, it has to have 5 handle, at least 5 handle. That is why I didn't mark this gap as my first presented gap. But you guys can keep using this gap if you want. That is the first presented gap according to ICT himself. But I don't want to mark this one. Now, if this market go and close above that candle, one tick above that candle, I'll take the buy from this candle before taking this low. If this low is taken, I will not look for any kind of breaker block. Otherwise, if it can go and close above that high, I'll take that buy. But my bias is bearish. You know that it can keep falling before taking that buy side liquidity, which is my low probability. That is why I'm not framing any kind of sell setup. If that fall started to fall, if that is started to fall after taking that liquidity, I would go for that sell. Wherever I would get the opportunity, I would go for that sell. As it is not taken, I am more interested to see that this market will go higher and it will take this liquidity first before falling. I can be absolutely wrong. Before taking this liquidity, it can start to fall, which is low probability to me. I'm not going to take that on. So here, I would love to wait to see the body close above that candle, which is my perfect breaker block. Here, okay. I'll mark it as a breaker block, but it will be breaker block if the candle close above that high, above that line. Then it will be breaker block. Shall we say 937, 941, 937, 941, 937, 941, 937, 937, 940. No, it's just sideways candle. This is all sideways candle. If you would love to look for an 1 minute liquidity, then you have this liquidity, this low and that low. They are the relatively equal lows. You have this liquidity. You have that liquidity, which is a shallow run. This low has been taken here with a shallow run. So this low and that low, which is the obvious liquidity. Okay, here. That is the obvious liquidity. But I prefer to mark this one instead of here because that was a perfect consolidation zone. So here it's like no liquidity left. It was go up and down, up and down, up and down, something like that. So it's not my area to think about the liquidity. If I would love to think, then this low and that low, which is the relatively equal lows, I can use this area for my liquidity. Now, to be honest, it's really so disappointing to me. Even my bias is bearish. I know that I should look for sell only, but before taking that buy side liquidity, if it keep falling, I will not take that sell. Okay, so I will just let this go. I have no idea how to trade without taking this buy side liquidity. If it keep falling, I'll just let this go. But don't get confused that I'm thinking this market will go higher. It is not going higher. That is my belief. It will keep falling. But if I would love to take the entry, I have to wait to see this buy side liquidity is taken. So when market before taking that buy side liquidity fall a bit, I will prefer to think about buying opportunity. So I will believe that it will be taken even before market fall. But it can, of course, it can leave that liquidity like that way and it can keep falling. That is 100% possible. But I'm just not interested to take that on. That's sell. So it is kind of bad luck for me, because if liquidity was taken, I could frame the sell setup. Liquidity is not taken, I can't frame the sell setup. I have to wait for, either I have to sacrifice the buy setup. If you don't want to go against your bias, then you can sacrifice the buy run. But I would love to catch the buy run. Okay, to be honest, until this low is not taken, here it's not taken. If anybody close above that high, above that candle high, I will take the buy from that candle. Any kind of body close above that candle, I will go for that buy before taking this low or that low. So if you can see, this is the relatively equal lows, you can expect that market will take this relatively equal lows, then it will go higher. If it happens, I can't use the breaker block to take my entry. So if it doesn't take this low, I will be able to take the buy from this breaker block. If it is taken, I have to wait for another setup. There should be another setup. For example, it can be the 22 IT model inverse gap, anything. But I can't look for the buy from the breaker block anymore if this is taken. So let's see. So it came back again until this order block over here, tapped to this order block. Let's see if it can keep going higher now. This specific candle from 15-minute chart valid this one as an order block, this specific candle. So after that, market came back again to trade the opening of this order block here. This is the opening of this order block. Market came here, trade the open of this order block. I would love to see it will go higher again to take this liquidity and trade that low of that gap. If it keep falling, I'll just let this go. I can't trade this market. In the meantime, whoever would love to take the sell, whoever would love to take the buy, go for it. I have no problem if you take the profit, if you take the whole profit from this market. I have no problem. Yeah, Hassan, as I told, if it is taken, if this relatively equal loss is it is taken, okay? Just for example, it has been taken. I have to wait for another setup. Until there is no other setup, I can't take any other entry. But if this low is not taken and body close above that candle, I will go for the buy with confident that this market is going to take that buy side liquidity from that breaker block. Low, high, lower low. This is the breaker block. It all will depend on this liquidity level. If it is taken, it is not the breaker block anymore to me. If it is not taken, this is my perfect breaker block. I believe this gap, this breaker block is right 95% of the time. If you remember some days ago, like the day before yesterday, I guess around the PM session, I outlined a breaker block in my PM session live. That is that area where I am more confident to take the entry from this candle. So I'll just mark it, keep it, but remember, until the body doesn't close above that high, it's not the breaker block. Body has to close one tick above that line or that box, then it will be the breaker block. Otherwise, it's not the breaker block. I would love to see that this gap will be open. 50% of this gap, higher 50% of this gap will be open. That means body is not going to work with the lower portion of this gap. I would love to see that. If it tap to this first presented gap high, I'll take the buy. So from there, tap to this high, I'll take the buy. It's low probability, but I'll go for that. Stop loss is going to be just one tick below this gap. Just one tick below this gap. I'm going to predict that this is going to work as a breaker block. Okay. So I took the entry from this first presented gap here, going to think that market is not going to break that fair value gap over here. It's not going to break that fair value gap. Would love to hold my trade until this liquidity. At the same time, we'll take a partial when it will come to this last fair value gap. So I'm predicting this price, how it is going to work. Okay. I am predicting something like this. It will come here to the last fair value gap, come back again to this breaker block, then it will start to go higher. So here I will try to take a partial over there. We'll put my stop loss very near to the entry point. That means like maybe I'll cover this gap, the lower gap of this, and then I will see if it can give it. In the meantime, that is the partial where I will take, which is 1600. I know it's a very small, but you have to see that what is my stop loss. My stop loss is just 10 handle. It is my stop loss. So 1600 partial is more than enough. While I'm just taking the risk of 10 handle, 1600 partial is enough for me. I think so. And then I'll try to hold the whole run until this liquidity. Remember, this will be the breaker block if and only if the body close above that gap. Then this is going to be the breaker block. Otherwise, it's not the breaker block. You don't need to copy my trade. If you feel confident, go for the trade. If you don't feel confident, don't copy my trade. It's my request to all of you. I can be absolutely wrong, right? So you don't need to copy my trade. You can see here is the relatively equal low. So you can think that this market will fall to take this liquidity first, then it will go higher. But I want to see that it will be open like this way, so that after taking this buy side liquidity, market can go for that sell side liquidity. If it is taken right now, then after taking this buy side liquidity, for what it will fall? Because there is no other sell side liquidity. Why it will fall again? So I need to see it will leave this liquidity open like this way. So that is why I don't want to see this low will be taken here. If it is taken, I have already missed the opportunity to take the buy, because it has taken the liquidity and there is more probability market will keep falling. I don't want to, I'm not able to catch that sell. So this is the logic before thinking about that buy. If you feel confident, go for the trade. If you don't feel confident, don't copy my trade. It's my request. So let's see if it can provide me at least 15 handle, which is over here around this area. Is it breaker block? No, it's not the breaker block. When the body will close above this, then it's gonna be the breaker block. Okay, it's not showing the entry. I wish that it will at least give me the partial. At least partial will be given, and then I will try to put my stop loss to the break even. I know I should not put it to the break even, but I'll put it to the break even. Okay, and then I will see if it works until this liquidity level. I'm explaining. Okay, now here is a problem. My limit target is exactly to the low of this gap, and it tapped exactly to this low. Okay, sometimes what happened, it doesn't provide the entry opportunity. I mean, it doesn't close because I don't know, because of maybe a spread or something like that. So you have to be very careful about this as well. Make sure that you are careful about that. Now this is a valid breaker block. This is now a valid breaker block. I would love to see this breaker block will now hold the market and send it higher. Okay, this is my perfect breaker block. Please don't copy the trade. It's my request to all of you. Don't copy my trade. I'm here to explain the price action only. So this is now valid breaker block to me. Low, high, lower low. I put the stop loss little below because the mohawk can stop me out. So what I have done here by my stop loss, I covered the whole first presented gap with my stop loss from there. Okay. Now keep watching if it can keep going higher or not. I can be absolutely wrong, guys. Please don't copy my trade. Today is Friday, which is the mental capital preservation day. So please make sure you are not copying my trade. I'm explaining this price action so that you can understand how you should understand this whole garbage. This is all about your understanding, how you are going to understand this whole garbage. Okay, that is all. That is the only reason I'm here. Okay, partial has been taken, which is 16 handle. Okay, after taking the partial, I'm going to put my stop loss to the break even. I know it is risky. I know it is risky to put the stop loss right now over there. But as this is the last fair value gap, it can stop the market keep falling for that sell side liquidity, and maybe for the long time it will keep falling. Or this breaker block market will fall for making the mohawk. Okay, that is why I have to cover this first presented gap, or if there is any inverse gap, I have to cover it. But as I got the partial, I would love to put my stop loss to the break even. So even if I get stopped out, I'm already profitable. If market go through this last fair value gap with speed, like 1 or 2 candle, then this buy side liquidity is gonna be your area. Okay, this buy side liquidity. Observe this breaker block. Observe my entry from this area by using this same concept, this fair value gap, that fair value gap. So it is not going to close below the 50% of this gap. It can maximum trade the higher gap over here, and then it should keep going higher. Otherwise, you have this breaker block, that breaker block. This breaker block, 95% of the time it works for me actually. So you can think about yourself. I don't know. If you take the entry from this breaker block, you have to take a partial over there. If you don't take the partial over here, you are gambling. You have to take the partial here. Sorry, that should be the partial here. That should be the partial. Without taking the partial, if you hold the trade, you are gambling. Don't gamble. If you take the entry from the breaker block, I'm not saying any of you to take the entry, because I can be absolutely wrong. I don't know anything. I don't know the algorithm. I don't know anything. All I know, the liquidity. So if you take the entry from this breaker block, that should be the partial. Without taking the partial, if you hold the trade until the liquidity, you're gambling. Hey, Happy Chaudhary, I'm fine, man. Thanks for asking. I also took that trade because 5 minute. Okay, I don't see the 5 minute chart. So if you refer me 5 minute chart, I won't be able to see anything. Okay, or nothing to me. So I'd love to stay here in 1 minute chart and 15 minute chart. So from 15 minute chart, all you can see here, market came to this. See this order block open. Market came to this order block open. Now market is going for that buy side liquidity. You have to have some logic. You have to have some logic. That should be the partial from the breaker block. Now you can put your stop loss to the break even. That means you got some profit here, which is something like 18 man. Trust me, this is not a high volatile market. You have to take a partial here, put your target over there from the breaker block. I took my entry little below because I was predicting it is going to be my perfect breaker block. This is my perfect breaker block, which is going to give me 95% winning rate. I told you here, everything is here. This is all for your learning. If you can learn it, you will be able to earn it. It's too easy to understand. I took entry here. You don't need to take the entry there. Wait for the breaker block. Take the entry from this breaker block. Take the first partial, put the stop loss to the break even. Perfect. Now keep trading. Now at the same time, please try to make the target a bit lower. Okay, bit lower of that liquidity level, just a bit lower. It can make the strongest liquidity as well. So just try to make it bit lower. Or if you don't want to put it bit lower, then you have to put it bit higher. Not exact level, either bit higher or bit lower, any of this area. So just make it 30. Just make it 30. Boom! I got the boom from Cat Lover and Sarias. Thank you so much. Directly above this buy side liquidity, there is 15-minute last fair value gap, 2 ticks above it. Okay, if there is a 15-minute last fair value gap, 2 ticks above it, you can target over there. Okay, you can target, but I prefer to target 30 handle. In my opinion, it's more than enough. 30 handle, which is there. If it can reach, because the reason you have to understand, brother, this is relatively equal highs. Market can make the strongest liquidity. That means it will come very near of this liquidity, then it will start to fall again. I don't want to lose all of my profit just because of one or two handles, something like that. That is why I would love to put it a bit lower of this buy side liquidity, a bit lower. Either it put it bit higher or put it bit lower. It's just up to you. Okay, just let me put it over there. And when I have this fair value gap, I would love to move my stop loss just below that fair value, that candle, okay, just below that candle. So if it provide with a profit, I'll be happy. I'll get how many handle I will get. Let me check. There to there, 39 handle. It's my boom. I came here. I make this market easier to you. Don't lie to me. Wasn't it too much easy when I was explaining? Tell me, brother. Didn't you see the clear picture over here? Did you see the clear picture over here? Did I talk about this breaker block? Everything? If it is clear to you, don't forget to leave a like. If it is not clear to you, just give me some slang and then leave. Oh man, thank you. Thank you, MSAG, M2SAG, Hassan. Guys, this is called the precision. This is trading, man. Last year, I was just gambling. Trust me, man. I was fed up with that market. Every single day I keep saying that I want to see that, market didn't do that. I want to see that, market didn't do that. I want to see that, market didn't do that. Last year was absolutely shit. I told you that wait until 2nd February of 2025, which has started from Monday. So Monday to Friday, watch every single live I have done and look at the profit. This is what I do. I am used to do this because this is called price action. See here, this low, it should not be taken. If it is taken, if it was to 2024, do you know what would happen? It would take that low, then it would go higher. I would miss every kind of entry. It was going higher, and when market came here, I started to find, oh, okay, it is going to take that buy side liquidity, but I have already missed the run. See, this is called precision. It should not take that low. If it doesn't take that low, this is in my perfect breaker block. Did I say that it's going to give me 95% winning rate? That is the candle which has made this breaker block valid. Next candle, tap to this area. Yeah, it can fall a bit. That is why you have to put your stop loss little below of this breaker block. Tap to this breaker block, came to this area, which is your buy side liquidity. Did it take that buy side liquidity? How much did it went above that line? 8 handle. Perfect. I missed that, right? So 8, 9 handle, I missed 9 handle. Now, are you going to cry for that? I will never cry for that. So guys, I framed the setup, I got my boom. Now what I will do now? I don't know. I have already told you what you should do. You know that what you should do. Hey dear money, thanks for that penguin, ma'am. Jency, nice on T2, thank you. To be honest, I wasn't confident about that one. It's okay, brother. At the beginning, you won't be confidence, but day by day, it will build your confidence. Day by day, you have to understand day by day. Immediately you won't see everything. That should be everything one after another. Why I was looking for the breaker block? Why this breaker block was important to me? Market structure shift, fair value gap. Market trade that fair value gap. Lowest down close, body close candle is my order block. After trading this order block, see this order block has been traded. That should be the unfilled gap. See this unfilled gap? That should be the unfilled gap. When it has been filled 100%, 100% that has been filled, can't violate the propulsion block or the order block mean threshold by that run. If it doesn't violate them, yeah, of course it can retest the order block. 100% it can retest the order block. It has retested this order block, made the breaker block low, high, lower low, which is above this first presented gap. What is wrong over here? You have this clean buy side liquidity. You know that market is going to take that one. After taking this one, what market left here? What do you see? Oh man, strong support. This is now my sell side liquidity. If this market is started to fall, it should be taken now. What else can happen? Maybe it will come very near to this line, then it will start to go higher again bit. I don't know, but this should be taken now. Keep watching. Keep watching. I'm not going to take the entry, but just keep watching. G-Man should take a break. Yesterday played out just like you said, just a tiny bit later. Perfect. Hey G-Man, thanks for that. Yeah, that's why I told. Please don't tell me, told you brother, told you brother, told you brother. I hate it, because whatever you are doing, you are just gambling. I'm saying some specific person, not everyone. What you are doing, there should be some concept, there should be something, some context should be there. Now Jack told me that there is a last fabric from 15-minute chart. So if it is being respected from this 15-minute last fair lookup, then it can start to fall. And right now, I'm not going to frame any other trade. Okay, so if you miss this one, I'm sorry, because even if you don't need to take this one, this entry you don't need to take it. Breaker block, I told you 95%. I give you the guarantee. If it closes above that area, 95% of the time it is going to give me the profit. That candle, a specific candle, is going to give me the profit. Okay, so even if you didn't take the entry from there, no worries, take the entry from there, take the partial over there, close your trade over there, or maybe little above. I told you, either little below or little above, not exact level, because market is not going to make that. That is very rare thing. Okay, 15-minute traded, bro. Okay, that's cool. It can start to fall now. By the way, guys, I would love to remind you one thing about this, because this is a great opportunity. If any of you are interested about Apex, there we have 80% discount. Okay, sorry. We have 80% discount actually, and lifetime activation fees is gonna be $125. You just need 1 day to pass. Make sure that you have used this code. Okay, 150, 250, 300K are just for $59. Please make sure that you have used this code, not T2 Wizard. Just this code. Thank you guys for using my code. Thank you so much. And if you are interested about daily payout, then of course to the top of this screen you can see Take Profit Trader. It's a great opportunity for those who love daily payout. So please make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard. Now guys, I am going to stop a bit right now, think about another entry opportunity, or maybe isn't it enough, brother? Isn't enough? Now I took the entry from there, right? I took the entry from there, first presented gap to until this area, which is near about 4100. Forget about that. Forget about that. You don't need to take it. You took the entry from there to until this 3000. Isn't enough for being profitable. Anybody took that entry? Let me know. Anybody took any kind of buy from here? Okay, I am not asking to take entry here or to leave this breaker block. Nothing. Any of you took the entry, buy entry over there or not? Just let me know. I'm waiting for your reply. Okay, so I would love to see how many people took the buy from there, because I was explaining why it should go higher. If you didn't take it, it's okay, absolutely okay, brother. So you are waiting for sell maybe. So keep waiting for the sell. Okay, sorry, yes, you took. Okay, just 5 handle is enough. It's me. Yeah, brother, of course the 5 handle is enough as well. Yes, I did it. Thank you, happy. Sanju, you took it. Okay, M to Sag, you took it. Jonathan took buy. I took from the breaker block, not first favorable gap. Perfect, Sudipong. I just told you. Okay, it's okay. Alex, you didn't. It's okay, man. If you don't feel confident, don't take it. Long after price closed above 1001 fair value gap. Long after 1001 fair value gap. Where is 1001 fair value gap? Okay, so you took the long from there. Okay, you are more advanced than me. I have to say that, because even before retest this first presented gap, you take the entry. That's awesome, man. Jonathan to buy. Okay. Yes, need to take high as well. I don't know what is yes doing, brother. Took it. I took buy. Dear money. Okay. Thank you so much for being profitable. So those guys who is already profitable, man, no need to enter into this market again. I am here. Maybe I have to frame another trade because I am here. People love to frame the trade. You don't need it. You are profitable, just be happy with that. Like for example, you are trading through Take Profit Trader. You took 30 handle profit. At least, for example, you just take one mini contract, $600 profit, or maybe you took just 5 micro contract after taking the partial here, just 5 micro contract, which is gonna be like maybe $200, $300, whatever it is. Request it right now. Take it to your bank account. Stop trading. You got $300 in your bank account, stop trading. Or if you don't want to trade one more time, make sure you are going to take like 1-2 micro contract, because you already got your profit in your bank account. So that is why I'm saying if you are profitable, $300 $400 every day is more than enough. Man, don't say me that you are a millionaire or you are a billionaire. If you are a billionaire, you don't need to think about loss. You can keep trading, keep trading, keep trading. But if you are not millionaire, if you want to get your freedom, $500 $300 $200 even $100 a day is more than enough for your financial freedom, because slowly you will be able to add more contract, more account. One account will give you $100. 20 Apex account, you will copy trade them. 100 account, every single account, 20 account. How much? $2,000 a day. People love T2 brother. Thank you, Katie Khan. I also took the long brother. Thank you, Sujivan, the schoolman. I took the trade today in the first gap in the night opening. What did you say, Ishmi? Imshi? I took the trade today in the first gap in the night opening. I didn't understand, brother. To close in London, bro. Please check London session. London, I don't know what happened. I was watching the 7 a.m. I was sleeping actually, so London, right? So here, one relatively equal highs around 12, market fall, went higher, didn't make any liquidity, fall again, made sell side liquidity, relatively equal lows. It has created relatively equal lows, traded higher time frame PDRA, perfect. If there is a buying opportunity over there, I'll go for that buy. If there is any, okay, 345. Let me go to the 1 minute chart, 345. Where is 345? My logic is London will make the liquidity. If it makes the liquidity, I'll go for the trade. If it doesn't, I'll not go for the trade. So I think this is the area. Okay, there is no setup. To be honest, there is no setup. I would love to look for a buy, but I don't see any setup over here. Not even inverse gap, not even 22 YT model, nothing. Okay. So from 15 minute chart, that is my only opportunity to take the buy in today's London session. If I'm not wrong. Yeah. Just one area to take the buy in the London session. What was that here? If I miss this trade, I will have no opportunity to trade anymore in this London session. So yeah, that is all. Think about this market to reach to this gap. Just think about that first. If it can reach to this gap, I will start to frame the sell setup again. From that gap, okay, I need something. Now here the 15-minute gap we have, it can stop the market, it can send the market lower. I will miss that trade, I'm okay with that, but I prefer that gap instead of anything else. From the daily chart, I really prefer that it will tap to this gap, then it will fall. I have a question, Tito. What do you have, brother? Why did you say if it takes out the liquidity weak, buy is not valid? No, I didn't say that. I told that I didn't say that. If it is taken, I can't use this candle as my breaker block anymore. That means I will have to wait for another setup here to take the buy. But if it failed to take that low, this is my perfect breaker block. I can simply go for the trade from this breaker block, simply with confidence that this market is going to take that liquidity, with so much confidence. So I didn't say that I can't take the buy. I just told if it is taken, I can't use this breaker block to take my entry, to frame my entry. Is that clear, brother? What is that gap from? That gap from daily chart. I guess Glenn, you are late bit. This is that gap from the daily chart. So I would love to see it will tap to this gap before falling again for this sell side liquidity. But of course it can keep going higher for the all-time high. I can be wrong over here, but I'm not interested to see that. According to the seasonal tendency, it should be bullish. According to the seasonal tendency. So every year around this time market is bullish. Almost every year market is bullish. So it can be bullish. I can be absolutely wrong, but until it's not broken and the mean threshold of this order block is not broken from the daily chart, I'll keep thinking about sell. Keep thinking about sell. Today I am also thinking about sell. No buying is interest. Imshi between 2208 and 22070. Okay. I saw my ICT setup in the night when the market opened. Okay, I don't trade over there. That is outside of the session. I don't trade over there. So I have no idea how to trade in that specific area. Anybody? Now, if you learn something from here, because I talk too much, I keep explaining this price action. Right now, if you ask me what I should think, I'm not thinking anything over here. Nothing. It will go higher, it will fall. I have nothing to do here until the next signature. So until the next signature is not in the market, I'm not going to frame any trade. If it reach to this gap here, I will start to think about the sell. Otherwise, if this market started to fall again and break this breaker block as well as this first fair value gap, maybe I will frame a sell from this first presented gap to until the sell side liquidity, a very small run. And I know that you are not happy with that. Just how many? 8, 7, and 17 handle, something like that, without tapping to this gap. So I'm not interested to frame the buy from here. At the same time, what did I always say? Frame your trade at the beginning of the run. This is the beginning of the run. So you have to frame the trade if you would love to take the buy from here, not from there. There can be a buying opportunity. There can be a buying opportunity. But don't frame your trade from there. If you would love to frame a sell setup, if there is a logical level to you, for example, here, let me check the 15-minute gap. Wow, this is a big 15-minute gap. Okay, I thought it's a very small gap, but it's a big 15-minute gap. I really appreciate that if market come to this area, which will be inside the 15-minute gap as well. Okay, I really appreciate market come here, which will be around the 50% of that 15-minute bearish gap. I really appreciate it. So I will have the higher time frame PDRA as well as the lower time frame PDRA. It's not going to mark that 15-minute gap. Would love to see if it can reach to this gap first before falling. So if it reach to this gap, I will start to frame the sell setup again. Otherwise, if it keep falling from there, I will just let this go. Now, if you learn anything from this, how many times? I'm here maybe near about 1 hour only. In this 1 hour, if it is insightful for you, if you think that this picture, all of this price action picture was too much clear to you when I was explaining. If you think like that way, write down boom. I would love to see how many people actually got something from here. So I would love to see the boom from all of you. Thank you so much for writing. If you think, if you don't think, don't write boom. No need to write it. See that fair value gap getting inversed and the market obviously not time high, just price gets to new all-time high and get out of the daily range. Okay, I got Alex, Jork, Jonathan, Netkit, Ben. If you learn, then write down boom. If you don't learn, then don't write boom, please. M to Sag, Judy, Hamilton, Theo, Sanju, Glenn, Dear Money, BL, Theo, Sujivan. Okay, thank you. Okay, Hassan also got something. Sharada also got. Alex got. Katie Khan. Okay, Katie. I'm not going to read the comment. I'm just more interested to see how many people actually got something from this live. Okay, Cat Lover, Viras, Outlander, Mahdi. Outlander, why boomed? Why it is in past, man? Nis Roche. Okay, thank you, brother. I'm really grateful that at least you guys got something. When I'm here and explaining this price action, it was so messy, right? But when I started to explain, isn't it so crystal clear? Trust me, man. When I see this market, I see like that crystal clear market. That is so crystal clear to me. When I am explaining you, I don't need to mark all of these things. This sell side liquidity, I don't need to mark it. I'm just watching this low. This buy side liquidity, I don't need to mark it because I know that I'm going to take the partial here. Then I will hold my trade until this low or maybe any other level. All of this fall movement, all of this area is too clear to me. This breaker block, I don't need to mark it. So sometimes you see that I upload the video, execution video, it's absolutely empty. And then I pushed my button, then I started to mark them. I don't need to mark. I just keep this first presented gap on my chart. Otherwise, I don't mark anything over here. I try to keep them in my mind. Try to practice them without marking them. try to remember them. This last parallel gap, you don't need to mark it. Nothing you have to mark it. Try to remember them. If you practice this, okay, what is here, if you can practice them, it will change your whole life, man. Because you are going to predict the next move by just watching this thing, okay? Just like this. Here, try to practice them. At the beginning, mark, but day by day, try not to mark anything and try to make this so clean like this. What is your important thing? Just keep them on your chart. For me, the first presented gap is important. I'm going to keep it. So because this gap is important for me to think about the bias. What else do I need? This new day opening gap, new week opening gap. Now, as you can see here, I have nothing, right? Nothing, no new opening gap, new day opening gap, nothing over here. So that is why I am not interested even about seeing all of this chart. So you can see that today I'm mostly using this 1 minute chart. This is not open. Most of the time it's not open because I don't need to think about that new day opening gap, new week opening gap. But every day when market was there, or maybe here, you saw that it is always open over there because I keep watching those level, how they are reacting. When I frame a buy setup below this area, I'm afraid, man. I'm not confident. I know that I can be stopped out over there, but I have to go for the buy here. So I'm forcing my market. When I try to frame a sell from there around this area, I know that what I'm doing. I'm going against the most strongest PDRA. So it's kind of gambling. I'm doing the gamble over here. So please make sure that all of these things you understand, okay? And this is really too much crystal clear. There should be some logic. What I'm doing here, take the notes. Why I was looking for the breaker block. If you don't take the notes, you will never remember why you should look for that breaker block instead of anything else here. No 20. Look at this. Maybe there is your market structure shift. See this parallel gap, that parallel gap, market never came here. Why is that? How do you know that it is not going to trade that parallel gap? Because it is more interested to trade this breaker block. Yeah, if it is overzealous, it can come here. That is why my stop loss just covered that first presented gap and some other area. But this breaker block is more important here. More important instead of anything else. This is too clean. Make it too much simple. It's too simple. The more complicated you will make it, it will be harder for you to trade. Didn't I make it so simple? What I did from 15-minute chart, I just marked the buy side liquidity, just that order block, fair value gap, that order block. From 1-minute chart, first fair value gap, and the breaker block. Simple. Did I make it so much complicated? From hourly chart I have that, from daily chart I have that, from 4-hour chart I have that, from 5-minute chart I have that. No, I didn't make it so complicated. I saw this liquidity. I want to see it will be unfilled because when market will take that buy side liquidity, there should be a logic to fall again. Why market will fall again if I don't have the liquidity? I have the liquidity now. If it can go through this first presented gap, see how it is going to take that liquidity. Brother, you didn't take that sell. I don't want to take the sell. You are wrong, brother. No, I'm not wrong. I was waiting to see market will come here first. Then I would love to catch that sell. Market didn't come here. I didn't take that sell. Simple, brother. Because it can fail to take this sell side liquidity. Trust me, man. This is unfinished business. Last fair value gap, entry fair value gap, they are unfinished business. It can come until this unfinished business before going higher again until this area. Keep watching. I'm not so much confident that this is going to be taken. If it could be taken here, then I would be so much confident to take that sell, to take this sell side liquidity. Am I going to chase this price? 100% no. How many people are going to curse me because I didn't frame the sell? Don't forget, brother, I'm not bullish, I'm bearish. Until this buy side liquidity was not taken, I couldn't frame any sell setup. So when this buy side liquidity is taken, I can frame a sell setup, but I wanted something more precise until this area. I wanted that precision. If I could get it, I would frame the sell. Don't worry about that. But as it didn't provide me, yeah, it is reacting from the 15-minute last gap. Of course, a very logical level for melting this market, but I wanted something more specific. I didn't get it, I didn't take it. Simple logic, brother. Nudge, boom, done for the month. Thank you, my brother. Why you are thanking me, man? You did the good job. You should be appreciated. Okay, guys, I'll be here 9 more minutes, so around 11:30. I'll close my stream. Okay. I'm sorry I was late today. I had to go for the praying. I'd love to see if I get any subscriber or not. Just let me check actually if I have any subscriber today. Wow, 9794. I just need 6 more subscriber to make it 9800 subscriber. Now I'm feeling like okay, stay until the PM session to get that 9800 subscriber. Let me open the analytic live count. 9794. I took the sell from the buy side and trade 1101. It worked well. That's cool, brother. After taking this break-even day, I'm not going to take any trade in AM session. That's cool, brother. That's a good, nice decision. Don't trade if you don't feel confident. Post more educational videos, brother. That will get you more subscriber. I know, brother, but right now I'm too busy. Too busy, brother. I am planning to go back to Bangladesh at the end of this month. So today I bought near about 300 euro the chocolate for 300 euro. I mean it was like 2 full bag for chocolate only. So I'm going here and there to find out better chocolate, better things. I'm just moving here and there for some shopping. That is why I promised you yesterday that I will make another video for the mentorship, but I was not able because my roommate or flatmate, he came and he told me, okay, let's go to that shop so that we can buy something. It will be really so painful if it doesn't take the sell side liquidity. It will be really so painful to me. I mean, if it doesn't take the sell side liquidity, that is really good because I will have another opportunity to take sell for this sell side liquidity by seeing the strongest liquidity. See how far it came, then it started. Now, just for example, okay, it came here, now it went higher. That is why I told you to put your target a bit lower, bit lower. One high, two high, it can make three high. One low, two low, it can make 3 number low, which is gonna make the two lows much more stronger. That is why I prefer when third time market is reaching for the liquidity level. Target a bit higher of the sell side liquidity, bit lower of the buy side liquidity. I really prefer that one, okay? No, brother, I didn't study anything from 2024 to 2025. ICT himself. I mean, I didn't study them. I gave up studying new things from ICT's 2024 mentorship because he has violated his own rules. Where he talked about the rejection block here, in 2024 he talked about here. So a lot of things he actually, I don't know, maybe what he knows, I don't know. So he has obviously 1,000 times better than me, not thousands, like million times better than me. But the way he conflicted the same concept by 2024 mentorship, I stopped watching them. It was making me more confused. So I decided that whatever I know, let's practice through them. If it is not okay, then maybe I'll learn new things. It's really so painful if it doesn't take that sell side liquidity and it started to go higher. This is the most painful thing ever. But at the same time, as I told, if it doesn't take it and come here, that is a great opportunity for me to frame a sell setup again. Can I take a buy? I will never go for the buy. I don't have the buy side liquidity. I will never go for the buy, but it is going to work. Take it if you think like that way. If you are finding value in Tito's stream, please consider liking and sharing it to on your social media. Spreading the word helps others benefit as well. Thank you, Tamimi. I got 90 likes. Can you guys push 10 more likes to make it 100 likes? Because I'm going to close it within 4 to 5 minutes. I'll just make it 100 likes. Please, it's a request. 160 people are watching. I believe that 7 people can simply push the like button. I'm really interested to hold a bit longer. Wow, 9796. One more is gonna be 9797. Let's see if I can get 9797. I wanted 9797, but 9795. I didn't want 9795. Oh, just let's see if it leave it like this way, then I will frame a cell setup from there. Okay. If it happens before, no, I don't think so it's going before 9:30. Sorry, 11:30. Wizard is never wrong. This is my area to say like that way. Mhm. It's okay, brother. I subscribed again. Oh, okay. You unsubscribed. I'm gonna I'm gonna hit you, man. Don't give me the heart attack. I'm just expecting 9797 before closing the stream. Let's see if it can happen. If there is anyone who is not our subscriber and he actually subscribed to our channel, make it 9797. Yeah, I know, man. I'm just kidding. It's okay. Tito, can you explain, please, what do you see if you look at both? Yes, now. There you go. Yeah, Jack, I'm coming. There you go. 9797. See? 9797. Thank you, brother. Whoever subscribed, I really appreciate, man. At least for keeping my word, you took it. You subscribed. Thank you so much. If you ask me what do I see here, I am seeing here that Nasdaq, sorry, E-mini S&P is going to take that relatively equal high. So I have the buy side liquidity over here from this area, around this area. I would love to see that this market will keep going higher, take that liquidity around this area. It will take that liquidity. At the same time, Nasdaq will trade this high, or sorry, that low of that gap. Then when this low and that low is a relatively equal loss from your E-mini S&P, both of them will start to fall for that liquidity. If E-mini S&P fail to trade, I mean close below this gap, for example, I'm going to mark it this gap. Okay, if it fail to close below this gap, any kind of entry opportunity for the Nasdaq here, I'll go for the buy from this Nasdaq. Any kind of buying opportunity from there, anything over here. If and only if this E-mini S&P fail to close below this gap. I don't think so I marked the gap exact way, but you please mark it and look for it. If it fail to close below this gap, I will keep looking for a buying opportunity from this Nasdaq again. So anywhere, okay? I'll take the buy until this low. If it close below this gap, there is more probability market will fall first to take this liquidity. So here, look over there. CSTB, I don't know what is that word. Okay, it's not E-mini simply, it's E-mini S&P. S&P. How does it explain? I mean, this is the E-mini S&P and this is E-mini Nasdaq. So this is two chart. This is E-mini S&P, E-mini Nasdaq. So if I don't know exactly what you are asking, but if it is that, then that is that. This is just a reaction from the midnight open. That's just a reaction. Reaction sent the market until this bullish gap. See this bullish gap? Just sent the market until this bullish gap. That reaction. So I have to wait to see if it can give me any kind of bullishness now. Any kind of bullishness is the area here to take the entry from the order block. Any kind of bullish run here. That is the opportunity for Nasdaq to take the entry from the order block, lowest down close body close candle. It is only valid if the market failed to close below this parallel gap. Then it is valid. Otherwise, it's not valid. If it closes below this gap, then there is much more possibility this guy will come back again to take this liquidity first. And then maybe it will keep falling or something like that. So two things I am waiting here to see: one bull candle, same time here the order block to take my entry, buy entry until this area. One bull candle, one order block confirmation here. These two things happen here. If it doesn't happen, no way to take the buy over here. If it closes below this gap, there is much more possibility market will fall for this sell side liquidity. So any kind of selling opportunity, that is more granted instead of taking buy. More granted is selling opportunity. May God bless ICT himself, Michael. Thank you. Even if you peek looking at his it's okay. Michael has a lot of people to check out actually. He's busy to check out them. He doesn't have the time to come here. Not that, try it, replay. What did you say? Still the body didn't close below this gap. So if the body doesn't close below this gap, still it is holding. Opening a body and closing a body is 100% different. So it just opened here. It doesn't matter. Closing is important. There is a volume balance that can be now more support. Okay. I wish one day Michael will come chat like that. I don't need him actually. I need you guys because he knows how to trade. We don't know. We don't need him. We need us. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being over here. I think it's done for today. And yeah, what I was needed, I got it already. I was thinking about 9797 subscriber. I got it. Okay, somebody just unsubscribed. It doesn't matter. But I already saw it. That's helpful for me. And I got maybe 100 like. Yeah, I got 100 like as well. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. And until the next session, cheers, guys. Just remember, if the body doesn't close below this area, any kind of order block is valid here. I would love to take the buy from there. If the body closes below this gap, I'm not interested to take the buy. There will be more possibility that market will fall for that sell side liquidity. But always remember about this first presented gap until it is not broken. It's a high resistance, a very high resistance over here. Thank you so much, guys. See you again. Bye bye.